Before the discovery of Australia, people in the Old World were convinced that all swans were white, an unassailable belief as it seemed completely confirmed by empirical evidence. The sighting of the first black swan might have been an interesting surprise for a few scientists, but that is not where the significance of the story lies. The construction of dams is labor-intensive. Before construction begins, water is diverted or prevented from moving through the construction site. After water is diverted, the foundation area is excavated, and sediments that will act as the foundation are repaired. This is done to ensure the sediments won't shift or fail as a result of the load of the dam and reservoir. We can see from the X-rays that at an early stage of painting, a window was painted at the left of the portrait. It seems that there may have been two windows in the initial design for the portrait, or that the window was moved at an early stage. In the case of a nation, it's possible to have a significant rural population while their political concerns primarily revolve around income rather than their professions or geographical whereabouts. In such a scenario, the political landscape is unlikely to feature a prominent agrarian party.
Organs in the body are formed by grouping various tissues together. These organs, such as the brain, heart, lungs, kidneys, and liver, each possess a distinct shape and consist of different types of tissues that collaborate harmoniously. For instance, the heart primarily comprises a specialized muscle tissue that contracts rhythmically to facilitate its pumping function. Researchers discovered a correlation between higher relationship satisfaction and increased neural synchronization in couples while watching marriage-related clips. However, it remains unclear whether this synchronization arises from shared brain activity due to similar behaviors or if couples naturally develop it over time.
His particular interest is in the 18th century French society. His particular interest is in the 18th century French society. The key findings seem to contradict our initial hypothesis. The key findings seem to contradict our initial hypothesis. Sleep is believed to play a critical role in storing memories. Sleep is believed to play a critical role in storing memories. Extension is only available under special circumstances. Extension is only available under special circumstances. The bus right out in the front will take you to the station. The bus right out in the front will take you to the station. The information you need for this meeting is on the website. The information you need for this meeting is on the website. This Thursday is the last day for students to submit their fees. This Thursday is the last day for students to submit their fees.
Students may not use calculators in the final exams. Students may not use calculators in the final exams.
The subject is complex and difficult to explain. The subject is complex and difficult to explain. The final exam covers material from all class chapters this term. The final exam covers material from all class chapters this term.
I would like the assignment less than 2,000 words. I would like the assignment less than 2,000 words. The library is located on the north side of the campus. The library is located on the north side of the campus.
To be a successful entrepreneur, you should have good ideas, but the definition of a good idea varies depending on whom you ask. A great idea should have several features. Firstly, the great idea should be various and novel. Secondly, the great idea should be unique, which means no one has thought about it. Thirdly, it is essential for great ideas to be transformative and productive. All ideas are essentially a combination of other smaller ideas, but this doesn't mean they can't be unique. Merely copying doesn't make anything idiosyncratic. It's the individuality that one puts in which makes a concept stand out. Constant innovation leaves no room for stagnation and thus adds on to the basic idea, effectively making it unique. Unique ideas are inspired by basic things, they are simply extensions of pre-existing notions. And an idea or a concept is unique only when it transcends its predecessor and serves its purpose in a better and more precise way.
Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun and the second smallest planet in the solar system after Mercury, named after the Roman god of the war. It is often referred to as a red planet because the iron oxide prevalent on its surface gives it a reddish appearance. Mars is a terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere, having surface features reminiscent both of the impact crater of the Moon and the volcanoes, valleys, deserts, and polar ice caps of the Earth. The rotational period and the season cycles of the Mars are likewise similar of those of Earth, as it was the tilt that produced the seasons. Mars is the site of the Olympus Mons, the largest volcano and the second largest known mountain in the solar system, and the Valles Marineris, one of the largest canyon in the solar system. Until the first successful Mars flyby in 1965 by Mariner 4, many speculated about the presence of the liquid water on the planet's surface. This was based on observed periodic variation in the light and the dark patches, particularly in the polar latitude, which appeared to be seas and continents. Geological evidence gathered by the unmanned mission suggested that Mars once had large scale of water coverage on the surface on some earlier stages existence.
When you bake a cake, what do you put the cake into? When you bake a cake, what do you put the cake into? Oven. What do you hear after a flash of lightning? What do you hear after a flash of lightning? Thunder. What do we call a ship that runs underwater? What do we call a ship that runs underwater? Submarine. If you have a toothache, who will you go to? If you have a toothache, who will you go to? Dentist. What is the part of the leg below the thigh? What is the part of the leg below the thigh? Shank or calf? Name a month that falls between September and November. Name a month that falls between September and November. October.